to you live from their studio in South Florida, Twist Gaming. Featuring lead broadcaster, Matt Koza. Co-host and creative genius, Josh Perry. Co-host and interviewer extraordinaire, Ann Lazito. Co-host and marketing mogul, Aaron Murphy. With appearances from special guest, Lucy. Welcome to Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming. As usual, I'm your host, Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
And we are joined here with special guest Eric from House Rules. Eric, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thanks, man. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm very excited to be back in the Twist studio. We had a nice little break for our PAX Unplugged coverage, but we're back at it again, bringing you guys another Spotlight stream. So for those of you that are just joining us, our Spotlight streams are where we show off games that are just coming out into the industry, doing a focus on them, teaching you how to play them, playing the game, giving you the full details, and then doing a first impression session where we talk about our favorite aspects of the game, any constructive criticisms we might have, and the most important question of the evening of would we play the game again. But first and foremost, I'm going to do my favorite part of the stream here, and I'm going to take the little ball, ball it up here. I'm going to throw it over to Ann. There you go, Ann, catch. There you go. So, Ann,
Yes.
do what you do best here.
So, Eric, this is the part of the show where I get to ask you a bunch of uncomfortable and personal questions. Are you ready?
Go deep.
So, talk to me a little bit about House Rules. Where did the idea for this game come from?
I started designing it about 5 years ago. I was trying to come up with a game. It's like my first design. So I came up with just kind of the basic, simple mechanics of the game. And I had this is before I discovered like people like playtesting groups and all that other kind of stuff. So I just basically sprung it on my friends and said, hey, here's a game. And I have this Sharpie that we're going to be just kind of like playing it and changing things and doing all sorts of, crazy stuff. And the mechanics, they were okay, but like the real kind of fun of the game was us kind of like making up rules as we went and kind of discovering kind of where the fun in the game was and all this other sorts of stuff. And then I kind of realized after the fact, it was like, oh, wait, like the fun in this game is like making the rules and like changing the rules to kind of how to help you or kind of get an edge and screw your friends or whatever. So I kind of decided to go and see how deep that vein went and develop kind of the game as it is now.
Oh, this is going to get real weird.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun.
What was it, Eric, that made you decide to go from, I've got this really cool idea, to, I want to put a game out there? I mean, that's kind of a leap to make the decision to design your first game.
Right. Every time I played it with people, everyone had a really great time. And I was like, okay, well, people like this. And, I'm, like I said, my first time designing a game. So I think that just getting it out there and getting people playing it is like kind of my goal. So I'm not looking for like a levels, like a Catan sort of hit, but people seem to enjoy it a lot. So I'm go ahead and I did crunch the numbers, did the math, and launched Kickstarter to kind of get it up and out there. So
That's awesome. So what is the goal for the Kickstarter?
It's a modest goal. It's about $5,000 it's basically covering the game is like a card game, so it's not there's no minis, there's no custom weird stuff at the moment. The only thing it's got is like a dry erase pen that's like the most complicated component. So yeah, I'm trying to raise about $5,000 to get it out there and to get it in the wild.
So I heard you say no weird stuff at the moment. So does this mean you have some sort of like grand master plan in the back of your head of certain stretch goals that might happen along the way if you get the chance?
Yeah. I have some stretch goals out there. The game is a game that people change as they play, and so I thought it'd be fun to like do a stretch goal where people actually like will submit ideas for cards to put in the game. So that's like the first stretch goal is like getting people who back the game, like getting them to create cards and throw it in the game. So that's the leveled up version right now. And then obviously this is something to be fun to do future expansions with. So I already have like a couple kicking around in my head of like, oh, I can make a dicey expansion and throw a dice in there and like do fun stuff like that.
That's really cool. So tell me, with designing your first game, was there anything that you learned along the way from having the idea to getting to this point where you've got the game ready to be played and demoed and tested and shown and ready to go out there to Kickstarter?
The biggest lesson I've learned,
See, this is the hard.
I guess I'll let you know. I guess I'll let you know when I figure that out. Like, I mean, so this is like maybe just a tip to people who are kind of at that stage to where it's no longer just kind of scribbles and it's actually going to be a thing. Is like, once you have an idea in your head, like, and you want to get it on paper, like, get real professional with it, because that's a great way to trick people into playing your game and playtesting it and things like that. So.
I like how it's not enticing; it's tricking people into playing your game.
No, yeah, you totally gotta hoodwink people, and then yeah.
So speaking of playtesting a game, you just got a chance at PAX Unplugged. We were talking a little bit beforehand, and you were in the Unpub room. How did that go when you had people at the Unpub room there at PAX Unplugged trying out the game?
It was super positive. There's lots of designers in there. I think the room was probably full most of the time. And then just like, having people come over, people do like a little hover first, and they're like, oh, what's this? Oh, and you got to kind of like talk to them right there, like, hey man, check it out. Like, let me show you what this game's about. And actually, no, I'm gonna rewind. The first thing you should learn is, if you're making a game, is how to pitch your game, because you're not gonna get anyone to come play it if you like kind of like, well, it's a thing with these pieces and you do the stuff. Like, no, you need to kind of like go into full like pitch mode and be like 30 seconds, like, hey, this is what it's about. Let me show you how to play it. It's real fun. So maybe that's like a way better, yeah.
Which segues perfectly into give me your elevator pitch, Eric.
Give us that.
Give me your elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Sure. So House Rules is first and foremost a party game. The whole kind of point of the game is everyone's going to be like in this brawl with these crazy, silly, kind of like not super serious weapons. So everyone's going to be fighting each other with like 10 megaton bottle rockets and like slime and like all sorts of like crazy stuff. So those are like, those are kind of your tools of the trade, and what you're trying to do is trying to amass the biggest stash of those weapons by the end of the game. So you're trying to like, yeah, basically, so you can attack someone else with the fun police and, and stuff like that. The whole game is dry erase. So there's a lot of cards in the game that are intentionally left with a blank line on them, for you to write your own stuff in. So that was like a lot of the first place we had was like, what do we write in? Like, we could do anything. So it was a lot of fun. So the reason the game's called House Rules is that everyone at the beginning of the round, each round gets a choice of two weapon cards, or two rule cards. So the rule cards kind of dictate how that round is played. So everyone has a little agency, and they can decide, okay, I want these rules for this round. And then once everyone picks the rule, you basically like combine them all together, flip them over, and then those become the rules of the round. So everyone has like kind of a say in how that round's played. And then you basically just duke it out and score points.
There are so many. I know that we haven't shown them off just going. Look, there you go. There's that.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many weapons cards here. How many unique weapons cards am I expecting to pull out of here? And how did you come up with all of the ideas?
Yeah. I mean, just so there's about 120 different weapons in the game. Some of them are ones that, some of the ones are ones that I've thought of. Some of those are the ones that, I've asked people to be like, hey, I think this is super funny. I'd like to include this. And just, just keeping it. The game is, like I said, the game's kind of malleable, so you can play it super PG, or you can also not play it super PG. So that's kind of one of the aspects of the game, is that, people playing it are the ones that kind of like decide how rowdy it gets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to be a fun group to play this game with, mostly because Matt's terrible as a human being.
Oh, thank you, Ann. That's so sweet.
I mean, mainly I just kept like a Google sheet on my phone, and whenever I thought of a funny joke, I'd write it down and then go back later and be like, okay, that one sucked. That one's good. I'm gonna keep that. That one's out. Like,
is this still funny an hour later?
Yeah, is this still funny like the third time I tell this joke, or is it just kind of like?
Yeah.
So we have two of these dry erase markers here. You have to share one with Josh.
I noticed. Wait, why do I have to share one with Josh?
I don't know. because I don't.
Are you pulling rank, Matt?
I mean,
What's
I was
going
an only
on?
child, so I don't
He's got
know
real.
how to share.
Yeah, this is very true.
Yeah.
That's fine because you're gonna need way more time to try and write because your handwriting's atrocious.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. Shots
Alright.
fired.
Shots fired. I mean, is it really an insult if everybody at the table knows that
Oh.
it's true?
That's so sweet of you. So we've got the different rules that are going to modify each additional round. We've got our weapons that we're going to be playing against each other during our clashes. What other? How does a round actually function, though?
So everyone gets 2 rule cards and 5 weapon cards at the beginning of every round, and basically the round goes until everyone's out of weapons, basically.
Okay. And
So
then
once everyone's hand's gone, then the round ends and you start a new round.
So I also want to make a note that we've got 3 special action cards each also, and those special actions on the bottom of this quick reference card, they do different things. So the misfire is going to allow you to return weapons back to people's hands. The break the game one is going to allow you to discard rules and play, and we'll see some of the other things as they come up throughout the game, and we'll go a little bit more in depth.
Right.
All right.
Oh, and then I neglected to mention one thing. So the reference card you just put out there is also a rule in itself if you turn it over.
Yeah.
So if you decide you think of a rule that you would like to throw into play, then that's your chance to write your own rules for the game. The only catch to that is you have to get at least one other player to endorse that rule.
Oh boy. I can see that being a good time by all.
Yes.
So we each have our weapons. Can you take me through the anatomy of a round? And that we could actually probably just do it trial by fire here if you want to do it that way.
Sure. I can kind of MC you guys here for a second. So, what you actually do for the round? So what everyone's going to do first is they're going to choose which rule they want to play by before the round.
Okay. So we're not playing by one person's rule. We're each playing by
All 3 rules
All 3.
combined.
Right. All 3 rules are going to combine together.
So as you increase the number of players in this game, are you increasing the number of rules that are in play, or does it maintain at 3?
No, that would be silly. No. So as the number of players increase, it goes up to 6 players. So what I end up doing is the rules that are thrown in, what you do is you shuffle them up and you just basically deal the top 3.
Oh.
So in larger games, you may or may not get the rule that you picked, but it's just kind of an element of randomness in the game that keeps it kind of fresh and fun.
All right. So we take our other rule that we didn't use, and those are going to be discarded, correct?
Correct.
All right. It's just different pile in.
What does it matter?
Because they're different cards. They mean different things. All right, so we've got our 3 rules for the round. Do we reveal these first, or do we play our defenses first?
You're going to choose a card to be your defense.
All
and
right.
so those are going to be from your weapon cards. And the way I like to explain it is that, so think about it in terms of fast and slow. If you put down a large weapon, that's going to keep you safer, but it's also going to slow you down. And you're not going to be able to take as many turns. And if you play a small weapon, that's going to let you, you're going to be kind of like you may be a target, but you'll also be able to, take your turn more often and kind of get out there and try to score some points that way. So that's kind of the balance of how to pick your weapon card,
And
or how you pick your defense card.
The
rather.
reason for that is whoever's got the lowest defense is going to be going first, and then the play always passes to the person with the lowest defense. You just can't have someone going back to back.
Yep, you can't take 2 turns in a row.
Gotcha. All right. So I've got my card here, my defense card right in front of me. So then once we reveal all these bad boys, I'll go ahead and show them off in our hand cam, just so we can get a little bit of an idea.
Yeah.
And I see Anne's got some custom text on her she's working on. So
And I see Dragon asked the question, and yes, like the minimum the minimum for this game is 3 players.
The extra 3 cards I have.
Yes.
They for something?
Yeah, those are the special action cards.
Okay.
So they've
Right, you can use your special actions to kind of like interfere with other people's combats or to help you get an edge or anything like that, but you only get 3 per game.
So you don't spend them all in one place.
Okay. Spend them all in one turn. Okay, got it.
Gotcha. Exactly. All right.
Use them right away. Gotcha.
So our 3 rule cards that we have for this round. First up, I see one with custom text. We'll put that one in first. Write our word on this card. Weird. Weapons with that word printed or written on them receive +3 value.
That's Josh's handwriting because I can read it.
So we know that Josh is going to be playing some weird cards, I would imagine. All right. And, maximum number of players is 6 players, Seraphony. So then, with feeling, read the name of the attack weapon out loud when you clash with another player, or the attack fails. Oh, okay. So, Josh, you have to enunciate.
Okay.
With feeling.
With feeling.
Feeling.
Oh, Jesus.
With gusto.
He's so loud when he actually talks. And then the last word is less than 3. So if the difference between attack and defense during a clash is 2 or fewer, play one hand of rock, paper, scissors to determine the winner.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock?
No, just rock, paper, scissors. All right, so those are the 3 words that we have to do. So weird weapons get bonus attack. We have to say it with feeling when we declare our weapons. And we have to do rock, paper, scissors if the difference is 2 or less. Rock, paper, scissors. All right, so one more question for you here, Eric, and this is something that I found really interesting in the rules. What happens if multiple people are tied for their defense values?
Good question. So if multiple people have their defenses and they have the same value and it's their turn to go, they go mad, which means that they basically take their defense card, score it as a point in their stash, and they have to put a new defense down.
So you have to draw a new defense, basically. So you don't get to play your initial choice.
Right.
Quick question, because I didn't see the cards, and I'm not sure you said it. What's the number range on these cards?
We didn't say that, I don't think. Is there?
It's 2 through 10.
Okay.
2 through 10? Okay.
Yeah, 2's the smallest, 10's the largest, and they're all equally distributed through the deck. So there's no like bonus 10s or something like that.
Gotcha. No bell curve here.
Right. Yeah, it's totally even Steven.
Yeah, and all cards get a +3 bonus. All weird cards.
All weird cards. I
All
like how
weird
Josh is
cards.
just like, yeah, all cards.
All cards. For
Anything I
me.
play is
Yeah.
weird.
All right, so I've got I think we're ready to show off our defense cards. So I'm gonna show off mine here. I've got a number 5, and this is 3 feet of fruit by the foot. So if you're bad at math, that's 3 fruit by the foot.
I mean, that's one unit
yard.
of snack, right?
That's a yard of snack. Yeah. That's
Almost a meter, or just less than a
I
meter?
think it's a little more than a meter. No.
I
know.
don't. But it's about
bad
the
at
same.
metric. It's 1/100th
Okay.
of a football field of fruit by the foot. There you
Less
go.
than 1 meter.
All right. So then, Anne, what do you got?
I cry.
Oh,
Whoa, don't throw.
Being slowly crushed by my adult responsibilities, and you played a 5 also. Oh yeah. Thank you, Anne.
Well, why did you play 5?
And Josh, how about you? What did you do? Josh played a 6, and this one weird trick.
So that's a 9.
That is, yeah.
So it's a 9.
Yes. So
I see what you did there.
Josh and I then are going. Anne and I are both going to discard our cards into our stash piles.
Don't touch the stuff because that's
Correct.
where Matt's face
So
is on the camera.
Our stash piles. Take my stash pile.
He
What's
just
the
took
stash
my
pile?
card.
Yep.
Okay, so then grab.
So yeah, on the back of your
stash.
player guide right there, there's a little like on the bottom it says stash. So I just like to like put the player guide on top of those, or the little stand-up guy
this
right
guy.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's like you thought of that.
What's
or
the one we were
something.
tricked, Josh? It's clickbait. To make you watch this stream.
So wait, our defenses. I thought because we were tied, we just lose our stuff.
They go into your stash, so you're still going to score a point for it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're worth a point.
All right. Okay, so then
So
we're picking.
Josh is rocking the clickbait.
We're doing new defense cards now. So Anne, we have to pick new stuff. Please don't pick the same thing as me again.
Why did you have to mess with my autofocus?
Because why not?
So the person with the lowest defense last round goes first, right?
The person with
Of the new
lowest-
defenses. So when you guys both put one down, then you'll basically look who has the lowest, and they'll take the turn.
Okay.
All right, so I think I've got mine. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's fine with me. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do yours first. Public shaming. It's good. It's a 3, and I've got a happy birthday restaurant serenade. Everyone hates those.
Excellent.
So who likes these?
Did I tell you what I did for Michael's 15th birthday?
No, you did
While
not.
Josh is finding his card. We took him to Texas Roadhouse, and at Texas Roadhouse for the kids' serenade, they have a sawhorse and they have a Western saddle on it, and they make you sit on the Western saddle at your table while they sing you happy birthday.
That's awful.
It was great.
That's awful. All right, so Anne.
That seems like some serious psychological damage, but
Yeah.
I'll
that's-
pay for his therapy.
Oh goodness. So Anne, since you have the lowest, you're gonna go first. So
Okay.
you get to play. You get to clash with another player. So that's where you take a card from your hand and you essentially attack. So the attacker actually wins on ties. Oh, she's doing a custom card.
Yes.
Oh boy. I wonder what she's gonna name it. I have a feeling I know one word she's gonna put in the title.
Oh, do I have to put weird in it for the 3 extra points
Yep.
still?
Yeah. If you want the
I
third
really shouldn't
points.
have said that. I really should have watched her get.
I mean, I'm sure she would have,
yeah.
because it's versus whatever's on the table, right?
Yeah. Well, it's versus
Correct.
one person's defense that you pick. So maybe she would have forgotten though.
I'm so happy that I'm at Slap Happy playing this game because it's gonna get so much fun. Okay, so I have to do it with feeling, right?
Oh yes, you have
With
to announce
gusto.
your card with feeling.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Behold, the blessed blade of weird, overgrown leg hairs.
Oh yeah, you definitely have that.
Your legs. You're attacking people with your legs. Okay.
She's kicking you to death. So this is the 13. So the 13 beats your 9. And you are going to take both of those cards and put them into your stash.
Okay, so
Unless Josh can do something about that.
no, he can't. So I get to take his clickbait.
Yeah, I thought Josh was gonna blow all his special actions, so that's good. Good move.
So wait, where did you get the 19 from? Oh, cause no, what?
What? You have 13,
13.
versus my 9.
That's a 6.
But
Plus
it has
3, 'cause
weird.
there's
Oh
word
yeah.
weird in
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so then these both go in my stash.
Yep.
And I have to play a new defense card.
Yes. So does he have to announce his defense card with gusto?
Not just says attack.
Okay.
Well, I feel like you should do it
yeah,
anyway.
I-
'Cause it's thematic. Oh, we could put that on our special thing. Oh, actually, but I wanted to change that because I wanted the special rule in the back of my quick reference guide to be that Matt has to play the game for the rest of the game in the Anthony Hopkins voice.
I'm playing Weird Ann.
Not Weird Al.
No, Weird Ann.
Weird Ann.
But
So-
for weird legs that kicks things and are hairy.
All right.
They're blades.
So it is now going to transfer to Josh.
Wait. Since I played a 6 with your 6,
Oh, that's interesting.
does that get trigger again? Because I wasn't paying
That is a
attention.
good question. Oh.
Yep.
Thanks, Josh. You're a real pal. So that's going to go into my stash right there. And then we'll both play some face down cards.
Face down cards.
I'm sorry, new defense cards.
Eat it.
Just gonna keep this.
Eat it. I don't know what he says after that.
Just go ahead and keep riffing for a second.
Yeah.
I was gonna start singing all the girlies saying "Pretty Fly" for a white guy, but that's actually an all-American Rage song.
Weird Al was pretty fly for a rabbi. All right, so I've got my card.
I got
You
my
ready?
card.
Okay, so I'm playing a 7, which is really a 10 because it's razor sharp Anne's weird legs. Getting trampled by
Weird
Anne.
Ann.
Oh my god. You're just beating attacks from every.
Yeah, it's just attacking everyone.
Personally attacked.
No, yeah.
All right, so since you played a lower card than me, Josh,
Yes.
it is your turn because Anne can't go twice back to back.
Okay. So now I get to...
Do something productive with your life.
Oh, that's not happening.
And tie scores make me win?
Attacker wins on ties.
Welcome to the Ann Show.
It's
Um,
Armageddon.
Wait, it isn't always
gonna
the
attack
end
Matt.
show?
No, it's the Matt Show.
So he's attacking with
Weird
and
Ann dipped in gasoline.
That's terrible.
You didn't say you were on fire. You just said you were dipping
Dipping
gasoline.
gasoline?
Yeah, you're just kind of sticky
Right.
I'm
and
pretty-
highly flammable now.
I was gonna say,
Stinky and dry.
I think that clogs your pores and kills you
Yeah.
in that order.
I'm not gonna play anything, so you win that clash.
Well, you can choose not to play anything.
Well, I have my. Yeah, I have my special action cards. You have 3 also. You can play them if you want.
Yeah, but you chose not to play anything.
Right. I
think-
Hold on, that's within 2.
Oh, that is within 2. It's rock, paper, scissors time, buddy. Okay, so we do this like civilized gentlemen on shoot.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
the card
Rock-
says.
Oh, it does it?
Yes.
No, the card specifically says it's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
I'm so happy that you have told people not how to not be heathens.
The correct cadence is 1, 2, 3, throw. Okay.
Play
Throw.
testing is your friend.
Throw.
I've heard both throw and shoot.
Throw.
Yeah, I've heard throw.
Or shoot.
We use
Either
shoot down
one.
here in the south, but you know.
Okay.
So, are you ready? I'm trying
I'm
to
ready.
get a visual
Get the
here.
monocles.
Trying to. Okay.
Can you stop making weird
Rock,
eyebrows
paper,
at us?
scissors,
Shoot. Damn it.
Oh yeah. Snip, snip, buddy. I'll be taking these. Thank you so much, sir.
It's Josh's breast all over again.
So do I take both of the cards or do I actually leave my defense out, Eric?
So you won as the defender, correct?
Yes.
So your defense remains in play, but you get
Okay.
to take his stuff.
So the razor sharp Weird Anne's legs stay in play.
Right.
But
They
you got
remain.
Weird Ann dipped in
gasoline.
gasoline.
I
I
did
mean,
get
Weird Anne's all over the table right
Yeah.
now.
So normal Anne, it is your turn.
So I get to play the attack cards, right?
Correctamundo.
Oh my. Okay. All right.
Wait, was it within
Yeah.
2? I had a 10.
I had a 10 also.
Oh, yeah, because you wrote it. Yeah, I forgot. Dur-dur-dur.
You played the same number.
Dur-dur-dur.
So same is within 2.
Yep.
Because it's 0.
What's Weird Ann doing now?
I wonder if she's going to continue on with the Weird Anne stuff.
I don't know.
It's becoming a meme at this point.
Oh, yeah. How does it feel to know that you're a me, man?
Your kids are going to be so proud of you.
Weird Anne will live on in infamy on Twist forever. Yeah, thank goodness you didn't get a perm. Or an
Oh,
accordion.
jeez.
You just bumped me while I'm writing.
You don't have to write a
She's
novel.
writing a novel on that
Jesus.
card.
She's just
like
winding
one
up
blank.
right now.
Yeah. She's getting out all of her frustrations on this one card right here. All right, Anne, so who are you attacking?
I'm attacking Josh.
Okay. So you're attacking the getting trampled by Weird Anne. And you played.
Not overly weird, Anne, but still would be hesitant to introduce to the parents.
So I don't think that was with
Yeah, I don't
gusto.
think that was with gusto or feeling.
I don't think that was with feeling.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm feeling.
No, there was no feeling in that.
Not overly weird, Anne, but still would be a little hesitant to introduce to the parents.
So what happens if someone doesn't follow a rule like that?
Stop!
I'm just curious here.
I mean, the rules are in front of you, so they just do what they
It says
say.
the attack fails.
Oh,
What?
Anne. If only you.
No,
Had
I
some
did it with
enthusiasm.
gusto. Do you?
I mean, so
No.
what if there is a situation like this where people don't agree? Does this go to a popular vote, Eric?
This game is made for rules lawyering, so I just leave it up to the folks. You guys have skin in the game, so I just leave it up. to you
I'll give it the chat.
Cut you in the face.
I'm saying that I don't think Anne got it. So
I was so excited.
obviously you weren't because you didn't say it with
Look,
enthusiasm.
I mean, Bob makes a good point. You could have Twitch chat decide.
Yeah.
Look,
I
mean-
could open a poll, but just say in chat.
Normally,
if you-
that's the best idea. So that's the only.
Nayabari
course of
says
action
that it
I'd say.
counts, and therefore I'm taking that.
Okay, that's fine. So you're gonna take that.
Thank you.
So you played. That's a 9 plus
Yeah.
3, so
Yeah.
that's like a 35. But that's more than Josh's 6, and it's not within
But his
3.
is 9 also. But it's not. This is not 2 or fewer.
No, it's you have 12, and he
Yeah,
has
but-
9.
Right.
And you know what the difference between 12 and 9 is, right?
It's what exactly these are actually the words I just said.
No, just making sure. I mean, you seem to have trouble with the other rule, so I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
I really am gonna murder you. On my head.
All right. So go ahead and take those in.
Oh, thanks.
Those are yours.
Oh, thanks.
So Josh, you get to play a new card.
All right.
What were you doing on your phone? Texting your secret girlfriend?
Yeah.
I think he was trying to set up
Yeah.
a poll for people, and then he realized
On
that
his
it wasn't
phone?
as easy as one would imagine.
All right.
That was really
It's
short.
my last card.
An angry horde of weird ants.
The last S looks like a snake. Wait, he didn't. Well, but he's not attacking.
Yeah, he's
but
not
he didn't
attacking.
read his card.
He's not attacking. We covered this already. So, Anne, you have the lowest, but since you just went, it's going to pass to me.
Yep.
So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play. Do I want to do that? Yeah, sure, why not? An orbital ion cannon barrage.
This is not weird.
And
Scary.
I'm using that to attack your public shaming.
What?
So everyone knows that you take an orbital ion cannon barrage to attack public shaming. It's the one true defense mechanism, really.
Yeah.
I always carry mine whenever I leave the house.
Don't leave home without it. So I'm just gonna take those there. Thank you, Ann. Weird Ann. I appreciate that. So you get to lay a new defense card into play here.
What happens when we run out of cards now?
When we run out of cards, then the round ends. If you can't play a card, then it skips past your turn.
Or can I give you the number and then I just think about what I'm gonna write?
No, that is not how that
It's
works.
gotta be good.
But how would you read? Well, never mind.
There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's true. we
Anne
don't
has a
know-
lot of blank cards.
Yeah.
Was that like
What's
a
that?
match game answer? Like you want us to fill in the blank? She has a lot of shiny cards. She has a lot of
Hairy cards. Weird cards.
weird cards. There you go.
Weird hairy cards.
You know, you should try to keep your answers a little bit more succinct, Anne.
You should learn to enunciate. But sometimes we don't do the things that we should.
Now
And you know
everybody
what I
says
heard
squirrel cards.
yesterday? Wait. I heard that you should never should on yourself.
What?
You shouldn't should on yourself.
That's
You
need
should.
to work
it's
on
a
your
it's a
jokes.
good therapy thing where it's like you should never.
so. This
I
is your
should.
defense card.
Oh, I thought you were speaking literally. Never mind.
Anne feels really weird about Weird Anne becoming a thing.
You only
Okay.
get the +3 bonus once.
That's pretty weird. All right, so it's going to pass over to your turn now, Josh, because you
I have no cards
you
to
have
play.
no cards, so that means it's going to go back to Anne's turn.
Yeah.
Anne
because
has no
I
cards.
went last. She has 3 cards.
I have 3 cards,
No.
and you have 3 cards.
Oh no, those are the. Oh, those are the only cards
Yeah.
you have. Is
Yeah.
those?
Yeah.
Oh, I have 1 card left.
Okay.
So I'm.
Oh,
Gonna,
and it's a blank, and now we're gonna have to wait for a whole lifetime for you to scribble something. I really think you should just go like this. Oh my gosh. There's a game where it's like the caveman.
oh no, they say she's got to go. Weird Anzilla. And I'm attacking.
You can attack either of us
I could.
because it goes down to rock paper scissors either
Yeah.
or.
So
You should
I'm gonna-
attack Anne
I'm
because she
gonna
has to
attack-
stack points.
You.
But so I don't want to potentially add to her stack of points. So I'm going to go to you because then there's no chance of Anne increasing her points. But that's good. No, that's good for you. It's more of a chance that you're going to
Why
increase
are
your
you trying
points.
to make him feel better?
Weird Anzilla is attacking.
An angry horde of weird ants.
Yes. Oh, who would win in a fight? One gigantic Anne or a bunch of tiny ants?
We're gonna find out right now, Matt.
Oh my god, I want this to be a thing.
You ready, Josh? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No! Apparently, the mob mentality overthrows the one giant weird Anzilla.
That's because they're like World War Z zombies.
Let the
Oh.
record show.
There you go. I mean, this is you could have full theses about this.
Is that the right plural? for
Theses? I think so.
Besides,
Theses, species. All right. So
what happens with your cards that are still out?
That is a great question, Eric.
Yeah. So you guys are the round's over. I'm
Yes.
taking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have any
Okay.
more of our weapon cards.
Cool. So any defenses you have in play, those get added to your stash. So those are worth a point.
Okay.
And if anyone still potentially had cards in their hand, say they're the last one standing and couldn't take 2 turns in a row, but still had a handful of cards, those weapons are also points. So you score those in your stash as well. So
Okay, so how?
It's just quantity of cards, right?
it's quantity of cards, correct?
Okay.
Okay, and we're putting it on our little our little scoring sheet right here, right?
Absolutely. Yep,
So
We just saw
is
the
this
back
public
dots.
information? That's my next question.
it is.
All right. So I got 6 points this round. Anne, how about you?
6
What's the name of your house?
House Matt.
That's dumb.
What's the name of your house?
House Ghost Horn. And it should be Weird Ann.
I'm doing it.
Oh, jeez. House Weird Anne.
Boring.
Oh.
You can be
It's
flat.
the Salt
Matt,
House.
Yeah, I was flat Matt.
Okay, so this goes into the
Flat
discard
Matt.
pile now. So we discard the rules too.
Yep, everything goes in the discard pile, except if you have any more special action. If you didn't use your special actions, you get to keep those for future rounds.
Okay, and then why is your house so close to my house?
Our house.
This is like
Love the street.
Oh boy. All right, so
Worst
Anne, can
Hogwarts
you
names
please
ever.
deal out 2 rules cards to each person, please?
I don't think I can because I have a thing.
You gave Anne 5 of those, correct?
Yes,
Josh?
I did.
Okay.
I did it.
Okay.
Let me go back.
So that was one round, and then the whole game lasts 3 rounds, and whoever's got the highest score at the end of the 3 rounds is. I believe the instructions say that the winner has to take a victory lap.
Oh boy. I'm definitely not putting this one card into play because of Anne. I want to show this card off though. It's the verbal beatdown, and each weapon now has a value equal to the number of words on the card up to a maximum of 10. So I don't want to
That's my
encourage
favorite card.
Anne's thesis writing that she's doing over here.
Okay.
I mean, it only goes up to 10, so
But she's still going to exceed that because she's one
Right.
of those people. All right.
I mean, I've had people draw pictures on cards and stuff like that. So
All right, so I've got mine there. Sure, why not?
I did not read that as I thought what that said.
That's because words are hard.
I read that way too quick and read that as another word. So what are our rules, Matt?
All right, I was just writing my defense card. You have
Oh,
your,
don't we get to see the rule first before writing defense cards?
do I have that backwards?
no, you reveal the rules before you reveal your defenses.
But you play your defenses before you reveal the rules.
Correct.
Okay.
Play it, Josh. Stop trying to cheat the system.
Yep.
All right. So you're
Had
good,
to add
Josh?
some flair.
Yeah, he's good. He's writing one. And you have yours?
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Okay. So first up, we've got less is more. Weapons with a value of 2 or 3 are worth 2 points at the end of the round. Ooh, that's interesting. We've got up top. If one of your defenses is lost in a clash, all other players must high-five you or give you a card from their hand. Hand sanitizer sold separately. Now, this is going to get interesting because this other one is Tattletale. If you catch another player breaking a rule, draw a card.
You put that one in.
I sure did.
You're such a pain.
Oh, man.
You're gonna make this round so awful.
So again, we've got up top. So if one of your defenses is lost in a clash, all other players must high-five you or give you a card from their hand.
Did you play your defense card?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, there's that, and that. And time to reveal our defenses. So I've got 10,000 AA batteries.
Not Weird Ants?
No. I wanted to go in a different direction here while I had the opportunity. Anne is playing
That's what it was.
a moist handshake with Josh and his sweaty palms.
Sweaty.
Sweaty palms. And then we've got Randy, my imaginary weird ale. There's a lot of jokes there. Just gonna leave it
Lovely.
at that.
Battery sold. Apparently 10,000 AA batteries.
10,000.
Did you see the
Separately.
SNL skit of the Mercedes electric car where it was charged by like 10,000 AA batteries?
No. Oh, but something interesting. You two have played the same exact thing, so you're going mad.
Okay.
So that means you both discard your cards.
It goes in our stash.
It does.
It's worth 2 points though.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
And I'm calling you out right
Good
now because
job.
no one gave Ann a high five.
No, you didn't call. You didn't give me a high five either. Don't touch me.
Wait, is the card when you?
When you lose a defense.
Okay.
This is yeah.
So I have to give Anne a high
No,
five.
don't touch me. This is the things I don't. Why are hands
I think
always?
Twitch chat's got it right.
Does it have to be lost in a chat in a clash?
Does that mean you have to discard a card?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Matt cheated.
Wrong one here. Oh, it is lost in the clash. Whoopsie daisy.
Does this mean you?
I mean that.
you should have to.
I don't think that means I have to discard a card.
I think that's what that should mean. Selling debt hand sanitizer.
I think Matt just got owned by his own rule.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's just
it
me.
happens. This is the world of being Matt, you know. So what are each of you playing now?
Hold on a second.
New card.
Da-na-na. Well, she's already picked her card, so go ahead and reveal yours then, Josh.
Throw in handfuls of pennies.
And what number
It's
is
a
that?
5.
It's a 5. All right. So, Ann, what did you play? A 3 of aggressive Italian hand gestures. She put that in there. Also known as Ann's public speaking voice. All right. So it's going to pass to the player with the lowest. So, Ann, you go first.
I wasn't ready for this.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
All right. There's no pluses or anything. If you catch another player breaking a rule, draw a card. Oh, we caught you breaking the rule.
Too late.
No, it is not. Here you go, Joshua. Thank you very much. All right.
Did you both call me out on it? I guess you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Go with that.
Okay. So I'm going to play the one that I just pulled because it's really funny. And I'm going to attack.
Attack
I
Matt.
just attack anybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You don't get any boons on your things. So,
Let's play a card from our hand.
oh, that's true. But I'm going to play this on Joshua.
Unvaccinated children.
You're gonna put unvaccinated children against me throwing handfuls of pennies.
Dirty, dirty money.
Yes, I am. So I'm going to do that. Yes.
All right. So Anne wins the clash.
I don't really want
You
to.
really moist hands.
See, I told you.
You really are moist.
Thank you. Oh, this goes in our stash, right?
Yep.
With our stuff, so it should go here.
However you want to.
All right. So Josh, you get to play a new defense card. And what are you playing?
A rusty Weird Ann.
All right, multiple connotations there too. So I've got a 4 here, which is next up. So 10,000 AA batteries. But what am I going to use here? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm going to attack Anne with harsh words.
That's not very nice. Sounds like a regular Tuesday night to me.
I know, right? It's Monday. All right, so 3 against your 3. Going once. Going twice. Okay, I win that clash. Good job, Anne.
Don't touch me.
And you get to replace your defense card there as well.
Okay, so those were both 2 points. Maybe I should have played something. You could have played. Can you play something in a clash?
If I have a card that says
If
like
it's not your own clash.
It's the Clash, the band.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
play.
Anne is playing.
A sock full of batteries.
Oh!
Because I took your 10,000 AA batteries and
I
put
don't
them in a
think
sock.
10,000 would fit into a sock.
Watch me.
I mean, unless it's a really big sock.
It's Shaquille.
So now that you guys have the same number,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
High five, Matt.
And high five.
It's
Ann.
not a clash.
I know, but I just wanted to touch you.
Cool.
You can't
That's fine.
not
I said
high
you guys
five.
are not breaking the rules, so yeah, so you can't do it, but whatever.
Are you Soup's jelly? I just can't high five Matt. You feeling all the FOMO? Don't touch me. I could put it in one of my knee-high socks.
That's still not going to hold 10,000 batteries. I hate to break it to you. So, Ann, you get to pick a new
I
defense
mean, she has
card.
really big legs.
And you guys are really holding on to those special actions too, by the way.
Yeah. I had plans.
Okay, so this is how did those plans
This
go?
is yours?
Yeah. Sometimes I really question my life choices.
It's more of a statement than a weapon. But, you know, whatever floats your boat there. So that's a 6. I'm playing an 8. So Sarah, I don't know how to spell it, but Sarah McLaughlin in the hands of the enemy.
In the arms of the enemy.
I see what you did there.
So Josh is going to pass back to you
not Josh's,
with
it's
the
yours.
5.
All right, and you got an 8.
I do have an 8. I believe in you.
Gonna attack Ann
Why?
with radioactive Weird Ann.
Ooh. A radioactive weird Ann attacks her own life choices. News at 12.
No, I don't want you to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna play a special card now.
Okay.
Probably should have played it before, but we're gonna do it now. 'cause
Return any attack weapon to their owner's hand.
Thank you very much.
So does that just cancel out his turn then, Eric?
Yeah, it's sort of like just losing a turn.
Gotcha. So we're just going to put that over there. Ann was the first to use one of those. And so then it's going to pass to Ann's turn. All right. All right, all right, all right. And now she's writing again.
It's the best game ever.
All right, so Ann is
I'm gonna
playing Unicorn Tears,
I'm gonna attack you.
raining down from space on little old me.
It's Josh's unicorn tears.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
It's disturbing.
But I'm gonna play a 2x bomb on my Sarah McLaughlin. Ooh, that's green. I promise it's not see-through. But I'm doubling the value of my
Of my
defense card
attack
there.
weapon?
Doubling the value of my defense card there. So it's a 16 against your 10.
Okay, fine.
Oh, thanks, Ann. I'll just take these and put them over
Do
here.
you lose your defense card?
No. So you both
Yeah.
are breaking
So
them.
we're
I'm not
just-
breaking
I know,
anything.
I'm
I
kidding,
just
I'm
want to give
kidding.
you high five. Hater.
All right.
So now it's my turn now.
It is going to be back to Josh's turn.
Only
guys
take
have, like, a
10
lot of
seconds to
cards.
write so much meaningless. It is.
Well, I'm just
a-
gonna attack Ann again with my 8.
A radioactive wild Ann appears.
I can't do any. Well, I mean, I could, but I don't care. So that's. Fine. I really don't want to touch you.
That's not a high five.
Yeah.
You're breaking the rule.
No.
There we go.
So
Very aggressive high fives. So, Ann, what's your new defense card?
I don't have any cards.
Oh, you don't have any cards.
That's correct.
Oh, boy. So it's going to pass to my turn then.
Yep.
Which means that I'm going to attack Josh with the Fun Police.
That's what we call Harley, my dog.
The Fun Police?
Yeah, because every time any fun is happening, she comes and yells at me.
All right. So, Josh, are you playing anything to defend yourself there?
No, because I have a 5. I can't count.
Very aggressive. That's
so,
Ann in a
is
nutshell.
that a no or yes?
If you stare at him long enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna play combo.
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 Play during any clash. Combine a weapon from your hand with any attack or defense.
So I'm gonna take a rusty word and with a pushing you down in the streets.
So weird.
Okay.
So that makes it a 10 against your 7.
You make
Yeah.
things so weird.
All right.
And you can also draw a card when you play that as well.
Oh, I get draw a card too.
Yeah, draw a card.
Yeah, it's written on the card.
I don't read.
But I'm gonna play a misfire here. So that attack that you supplemented with goes back to your hand.
It's a really big word
Okay,
for you.
So I win the clash then.
sure.
Thank you.
Do you lose your rusty weird hand? It's so gross.
Matt took the rusty word.
Stop talking, Joshua.
I put it in my stash.
Stop.
All right, so Josh, what's your new defense there?
I guess I'll put pushing you down in the street as my new defense.
I don't read, Josh, 2018. All right, so then it's going to bounce back to your turn then.
Yep. I'm gonna attack you with superheated bacon grease.
Ooh.
So 8 versus 8, that one ties.
You
That's
do.
kinda
You
what
do
happened
win
in your
ties.
kitchen today with all that smoke.
That wasn't bacon.
I know, but you know.
All right. And then so it's going to go back to me. I have to play a new card.
Yeah.
But that's going to mean so I play Expecto Patronum. Expecto Patronum. But that means I can't go because I don't have any cards left. You can't go back to back, so it's going to be the end of this round.
Okay. So the one extra card out of my hand is just gonna go to my stash.
Yes. And your defense is
A
gonna go
brick
to your
wrapped in
stash.
barbed wire.
All right. So when we score here, we're going to add 2 to our score for our 2 and 3 cards instead of 1.
Yeah. You can math.
Okay. How many points did you get this
You
round?
got a
Ed?
really good round. 5.
I got 9.
I got 8.
I win.
How do you play?
We're going over that now. This is house rules, remember?
Is that? Those are your 2 new. Those are your 2 new.
Oh boy.
Those are your 2.
Oh, hold on. You're too fast. Slow it down.
So this is the last round, right?
This is the last round. It's the
Well, no, it's 3, and then it's his final.
Oh. So
Is
there's
that the
4
final
rounds.
round or is that the final
It's
score?
final score, right?
Final score, yeah.
And did you give
It's
Anna
the
5?
lightning round at the end. No.
Is there with real lightning?
Yes.
All right, so rules first. Let's see. Oh, I can see my other cards. See what I got. Okay, I can deal with those.
Huh. That's gonna make things interesting. I like it.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
You
hold-
couldn't wait to throw it at him.
Anne, is this the one you're picking?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm discarding this one here. I have to do something.
Oh, Panda Bot might be down. I'm sorry, guys. I'll put that there.
Nope. Yep, that's going to be interesting. All right, so then we're going to pick our defense cards to put into play. Sure, I'll play that one. And you've got your card picked out? You're just writing it, right?
Sure.
Okay. So let's show these off. So first up, we've got Oxenfree. On your turn, you may use your defenses to clash with another player. Replace your defense after clashing in this manner. Oh, that's interesting. So you get to use your defense as your attack if you want to.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Next up, we've got Bombs Away. Instead of clashing on your turn, weapons may be dropped from 3 feet above the play area. Defense as this weapon falls onto or added to your stash.
How are you gonna measure 3 feet?
Eyeball it.
Yeah,
It's 1 meter.
this will be an interesting one, though.
Everybody knows what a meter looks like.
The first person to catch someone saying the word turn receives a weapon
no.
from the offender's stash.
You're terrible.
Am I?
Yeah, I think you
It's
are.
turnable.
Yeah!
I don't have a card in my stash, so it sucks to be you.
An offender's stash. Oh, man. Okay. And then we get to reveal our defenses now. So I have played a 4, a shredding guitar solo.
Did you play a shredding guitar solo?
And what did you play?
Excellent.
A 5, a tiny gnome that looks like Weird Ann wielding a knife. And
I also
Josh,
played a 4.
a 4, an air horn 6 inches from your face. No. Oh, no. Your microphone's off.
I tried to cover my ear, but he's in my headphone. I hate you so much.
I hate you. All right,
So we both played 4s,
those
so they're
both
going to go in our
to
stash.
stashes, and we re-up those. That's not how you spell it.
Hey, what happened to Anne's one?
Yours is fine.
You gotta play it out there.
Oh.
So Josh, do you have your new card?
Yeah, I got my new card.
What is it? And please don't say air horn 6. I just removed it.
Oh, Weird Ann with an air horn.
Why do you only have 2 volumes?
Mumbles it loud. All right, so I've got a balloon filled with lemonade.
What happened to the last 3 letters in that word?
It's lemonade, okay?
Like NERD lemonade?
No.
Your eyes are just acidic?
All right, so lowest number goes first. In this case, it's going to be Joshua. So Josh,
I'm gonna
go
go
first.
to Anne, and I'm knocking her off your high horse.
It's really high up
knocking
here.
you off your high horse. So that is a 6 up against your 5. Are you doing anything about it?
Oh, I forgot I could drop it.
You could.
Like it's hot?
Carpet bomb.
No, it's fine. Whatever. I hate you.
So, Anne, you get to replace your defense in front of you.
Oh, I already clipped it. I'm assuming the air horn.
Oh, maybe. Brave, exquisite partridge pipe hype. Oh, Anne's doing her essay now. It's a chance for her to write her master thesis. A tiny horse going round and round in a turnstile.
Thank you!
Oh, that's not my stash.
Oh.
But
Oh.
but that says when you say the word. So this is a 2 words
No,
together.
it's not. What's that called?
Compound word. So, Josh, I want your vote on that one.
I'm gonna say she got you.
You got, okay, that's fine. Okay,
Which one's your stash?
this one here. So you get a shredding guitar solo.
That was a really mean
So now
trick.
no one else can do that. No one else can. See, Eric's Bob agrees with me.
It says the first person to catch someone saying this word, so
It's only the first time. So I think you
Right.
get the only one there.
Oh, that was so good. I'm really proud of my
Even though
thesis
no one
now.
agrees with you. But, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a good troll.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
You-
so
You could have done a
salty.
better job with it, is all I'm saying.
Wow.
So it's going to go back to Josh then?
Josh can't take 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, so it's gonna go to Anne. She's got a 2 now, so she's the lowest.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-bam!
Getting dunked on.
No, actually.
No, you already
Yeah,
played
that
it. Too late.
Okay, fine.
Could have dropped it 3 feet.
Yeah.
Oh! Is that 3 feet?
I think
No.
you should stand.
Bombs away!
Okay, is this 3 feet?
No, higher. There you go.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wait, what happens
Just
when it
just note
lands?
that there's the fan.
No.
So there's a.
No, that's oxen free.
You pick up whatever card it lands on.
Instead of clashing defenses, this weapon falls on are added to your stash.
Oh, okay. But what if it falls on my own card?
It goes to your stash.
Oh, well.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a point.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
Nothing! You get nothing!
So what happens to the card now?
What happens to the card now?
So does that mean that that card goes back into her hand, or it's part of her stash now?
I didn't write anything in addition to that, so that's a card I might need to change. But I would suggest that it gets discarded, but I'll leave that to you guys.
So discarded, you don't get the points for it?
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so Anne, you get nothing. Good day, sir.
Get nothing.
So it's
Like-
back to you, Josh.
Where do you keep on going? Like, I don't.
Usually the cards hit, so I haven't.
Yeah, no, Anne's not very good at
I'm not
this.
very good at this. Blah Blobbers was terrible. Did you move the camera?
No.
I feel like your little area here keeps on gravitating elsewhere.
No.
Attacking, Matt.
Oh, thank you. Weird Anne doing Caverns
Covers.
of Weird Al.
That's definitely a B. Weird and being covers of Weird Al.
Caverns. Being caverns.
You
of
see
Weird
the
Al.
2 bumps?
All right, so you're attacking me with that. So that's your 7
Yep.
against my 6. So what is? I just want to remember what this rule is here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. So you can have those. Go away. It's not very nice. Okay, so I got to come up with a new defense card.
We can at least appreciate that we can read Anne's writing,
I
even if
agree.
it takes a while to get it written. Does that mean that unless you play something less than a 2, that I get to go next?
Yep.
So I'm playing Tendies Rising from the Grave.
Wild Josh. It is natural attack.
All right, so it's gonna go to Anne. Anne, it's your turn. Tendy Graves. We've really experienced a grave situation here.
God.
He's not even on right now.
Resident Evil: Rise of the Tendies.
And Anne's playing.
My boomstick.
And who are you playing your boomstick on there, Anne?
Joshua.
All right, so Anne's giving you her boomstick, Josh.
Stop! Don't say
Combo.
Phrasing.
I'm gonna combo that with a hardish kick.
A what?
A hardish.
Oh, hardish kick.
Oh, you didn't appreciate where he put the T in that word?
Heart? No, it's like a heart-shaped kick.
Heart-ish.
Yeah,
Like he's gonna go. Bam, 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 bam.
it's good. It's
So it's a 9 versus your 5 now.
Oh, is that how that happens?
Yeah.
You're so good at math.
And she's playing the doubler. So you
I
doubling
don't think
the
that's
value.
what it's. Is that what it's called? No, you
2x.
just called it the doubler.
It doubles things. What are you doubling? Your 5?
My investments. I'm not.
No, you're not. So that's a 10 up against your 9 then, Josh.
I can play cheap shot.
Cheap shot is clash with the
Play
attacker
after any
using-
clash ends.
All right, the clash is ending right now.
So
Oh,
you,
you have to.
so you get those cards then, Anne, into your stash.
You're such a pain in the butt.
So clash with the attacker using a weapon from your hand at 2x value. So he's stabbing you back right now.
What did he do? Draw a clash with the. Wait, what? Hey.
And then you draw a card, Josh.
Yep.
So what are you playing? Oh, he's writing stuff.
It's terrible.
I have 0 faith in him.
No. He's put a lot. Look at his face. This is his concentration phase.
Constipation face. All right, so Josh is playing Weird Anne, stealing all the tendies. I think that's tendies.
Yeah.
That says Tondies.
That's the English version of tendies.
It's very proper. Okay, so you're attacking me with the 8?
That's a 16.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna play that.
The nuke. Blow up any clash. Discard all attack and defense weapons in that clash. Draw a card. Should put that in a
Don't
separate
draw
pile, because that's the thing.
You're so sensitive.
All right, so Anne, what's your new defense card? Oh boy, that's next time.
I have a defense card.
And you are playing Boiling Hot Slime of Weird Anne.
What?
Is that like the new Campbell's soup? Slime of Weird Anne?
Yeah.
Cream of weird. Oh no.
Thanks, Eric, for getting it on the fire.
No.
Matt and Josh that
yeah.
only do my bidding. Oh no. Oh goodness. So that's a 4 and a 9. So
Matt, what? You keep on. Stay there. You just keep on.
so Anne, it's gonna be no, I'm sorry, me. It's gonna be my turn next. Me.
Yeah.
Good job, me. So Tendy's rising from the grave. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to hold on one second here.
Why did you add
Wait,
it?
what did you say, Matt?
What?
Oh, you said something earlier. I didn't catch it.
Oh, I'm getting ready to attack Josh here.
You don't want to do the bombs
okay.
away?
No. I'm attacking Josh with Tendiosaurus Rex. He is delicious and crunchy.
And he can't reach the other side of the table.
It's Tendisaurus Rex. All right, so are you blocking Tendisaurus Rex?
I have no cards left.
Oh, so Tendisaurus Rex takes up the boiling hot slime of Weird Ann and puts it into the
This
stash.
is really disgusting. Where your tendies?
There you go, Matt.
Why did you do yourself,
That's my special role.
Joshua? Okay, so your defense card is still here.
That's my defense card. So Josh, you don't have any more cards?
Oh, I'm out.
Okay, so Ann, it's gonna bounce back to you.
You can attack with that 4.
Against the 8? Yeah, that sounds like a real great idea. I mean, you can do it. Say it. Do it. Finish that sentence because I know it's right there.
We'll be fine.
1 megaton bottle rocket. So you're attacking the the Tendies rising from the grave. It's gonna beat the Tendies rising from the grave. So you have extracted them with the 1 megaton bottle rocket, 10 megaton bottle rocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play my electrified ninja stars. And since you can't go back to back, it's gonna be my turn. I am going to use Oxenfree to attack you with my defense because I can do that. And
Do you have to have a card to replace it with? Replace your defense after clashing in this manner. So must you have a card, or is that just a may? I'm okay. Like, you've got nothing in your stash, so I'm not. I'm just curious for a rules clarification.
I think that it's a valid.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, we're asking you.
Okay. That's intended to be like after the clash is over, so it's not a requirement.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
You can have Matt's and Josh's that only do my bidding.
And I got them with electrified ninja stars.
Yeah, they're imaginary, so.
All right, so I didn't do quite as good this round. I only got 4 points this round. How
I
many
think
did
you're
you get,
still in
Josh?
the lead. I got 5.
All right. So, Josh, what's your total in toto?
16.
All right. And how
Ooh.
about you? How many points did you get this round?
6.
All right. So, what is your toto?
17.
All right. I got 19.
I hate you.
I win. How do you play? I win. That was ridiculous chaos. That was awesome.
That was all really close.
Yeah. I mean, except for the one round where I completely destroyed you guys.
Rigged.
So,
Nice.
that was our presentation of house rules. Eric, is there anything about this game that we didn't get a chance to show off in our playthrough here that maybe you wanted to touch on a little bit?
I don't think so. You guys got everything. I mean, you even showcased my favorite rule, which is the verbal beatdown, even though it didn't get into play. But
I had to show it off, though, yeah.
I mean, actually, none of you guys used your house rule cards. You didn't write your own rules, but
Oh, Josh did.
it was your first playthrough, so that's kind of more of an advanced tactic. But yeah.
So I do have to
No, I
ask
think
you, though.
you-
I'm assuming you've made 1 or 2 house rules in your day. Can you
Mhm.
share with us one of your favorite ones that you've seen from one of your play sessions, or even one of the demos that you've run?
Yeah, I had a friend. It was really funny. He wrote a rule that basically, he lost the game because he wrote his own rule.
Wait, what?
So he wrote a rule that, yeah, he got caught. Well, he wrote a rule basically. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was like, if you only have 1 card left in your hand, you have to give it to another player. But he like played super aggressively that round, and then just like he got caught by his own rule, and then like lost the game because of it or something like that.
That sounds like something I would do.
I had another friend write one that was, he was from Canada, and he was like, okay, you have to say I'm sorry before you attack anyone, or you lose the clash. So you have to be
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
Sorry for attacking
Yeah.
you there.
Right. So I mean, it's just it depends on who's playing, and it's people can write them super mechanical, or people can write them super silly. Like that's kind of the cool part about having that house rule in the game. So
I really liked all of the different kinds of cards, and even though I got into a bit there where I was able to write a couple of thesis cards, it was nice having some cards that were already pre-written for you. that
Matt,
were
you
still
didn't
funny.
win.
mm-hmm.
Why is
You
that?
forgot the final step.
What's the final step?
You have to do a victory lap.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. So you're not the winner.
Arms up with the victory lap.
Not the
buddy.
winner yet.
We'll do that on screen, Matt.
You're
There
such
we
a good
go.
sport that you did that. But
All
I
right,
really
I'm
think
back.
it was just because you
The
wanted
true
to win.
showman.
Yes,
Yeah.
always.
I mean, that movie that starred Hugh Jackman was actually based off of my life story. The Greatest Showman, in case you
Yeah.
didn't get that reference there.
I didn't. What?
All right, so this was. I can definitely see
Are
how
you out of breath?
a little bit. Yeah, I'm not.
That was like a 10
It's like a
foot
victory
lap.
sprint.
Yeah, but I could definitely see how the house rules here can be tailored to the crowd that you're playing with, whether it be a more family-friendly version, or if you get into the more ridiculous, even like a drinking version of the game, you can tailor those and have a very interesting
Yep.
night with that. I'll say that much.
Yep.
So Eric, where
Yeah,
can our
definitely.
viewers go to get more information about house rules?
The Kickstarter page has all the info. It's just I think if you search on Kickstarter, or I think there's probably a link. I don't know if you guys have a link below the stream or anything like that. You
Yeah,
can
there's a
go
link
check.
below the stream, and Matt just put a link in chat.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. And yeah, the website is houserulesgame.com. The print and play is there if you guys want to if you want to print and play the game, you can do that. I just recommend using pencils instead of markers because you can do that easier on paper. So, but yeah, that's I mean the majority of the info is just on the Kickstarter page, so check it out.
Awesome. So when does the Kickstarter run until?
Runs until January 2nd.
Right after New Year's.
Fantastic. Your New Year's resolution is to make more house rules. There you go.
Right. Yeah.
Eric, thank you so
Yeah,
much for
hopefully-
joining us today. We really do appreciate you taking the time to enjoy in this hilarity with us.
No, it's great. I mean the fun part about this game is watching people play it because you guys are a hoot to watch. So.
This is what I like to hear. And thank all of you
Yeah.
for watching at home. We're going to be doing a sign-off right now, but we'll be back in just a few minutes with our first impression session of our Spotlight, where we talk about our favorite aspects of the game, any constructive criticisms we might have, and the most important question of the evening of would we play this game again? But signing off for now, I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
And Josh?
We're Twist Gaming. Thank you guys for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.